What's going on, everyone? My name is Under the Radar, and welcome back. I feel like my camera's tilted. Why was my camera tilted? That's annoying. I don't know how long that was tilted for. What's going on, everyone? My name is Under the Radar, and welcome back to the APA. This is going to be the week 6 battle. We're going up against JV, my homie. If you guys don't know anything about JV, let me tell you something. He is the sexiest draft league player that there is. He is the definitively, like, you could poll people in the draft league community and everybody would agree it is JV who is the most attractive man in the draft league community. Go check him out just for that. Love JV. He is absolutely a phenomenal human being. But yeah, I have a little bit of a twisted history with Jay, though, when it comes to draft league games. We played the first time and I flinched down his Clefable and I won. Second time, I misgenned my Politoed and lost. And now this is our third match. And this game, I love Jay because we're in Prep City together, right? And we are in call, I would say 3 times a week, if not more, where we're always joking around. For the past week, all I've heard about is how much he doesn't want to play me because he can't beat Dracovish, how he doesn't have a switch into it, how he absolutely hates playing it, how this, that, and the other. And all week I've just been like, dude, I'm not bringing Dracovish. I'm not doing it. And I'm just not bringing Dracovish versus you. I'm not doing it, brother. And it's been so funny playing the mind games with him. But it's the matchup is hilarious because I don't really have a switch into much of his team, in my opinion. Like, I don't really have a switch in to Tapu Bulu. I also really don't have much of a switch into Specs Prim. I think that a lot of his team is pigeonholed versus me, though, which is really good. Like Terrakion, for example, I feel like it needs to be choice scarfed because it is his only mon that is above base 100 speed that could reliably be a scarfer and kill my Hail Core. Now, Hail is very, very good versus him, so I'm fully expecting that. Now, if he's Scarf Terrakion, he struggles to break through the likes of Mesprit plus Sylveon. So I'm expecting him to bring mons that can help with that, which would be Magnezone. And Magnezone also can switch into the Hail Core. It can really put a lot of stop to that momentum. So I'm kind of expecting the Terrakion, Magnezone, Dragapult, of course, Mandibuzz, because it hard walls, well, not hard walls, but it really does stop my Excadrill, which is really, really good. And then I'm expecting anything. I could see Excelgor, I could see Maractus, I could see Prim, like I could see anything after that coming. But my big thing that I know that he's going to want to do is I know he's going to want to hazard stack me. I know he's going to want to set up some Spax because it is Jay, and we all love Spax in Prep City. We love them. It is like every single draft, it is like a fight of who can get Excelgor. It is hilarious because we all love some Spax. Yeah, so let's just go ahead and hop into the team. So because I know how Jay works, I'm bringing this type null. This type null is EV to be able to take multiple hits from Primarina, from Magnezone, and then it is also EV to be able to take on Dragapult. This will be my main Dragapult check, whether it is Specs, whether it is DD, anything like that. I can Icy Wind it, I can Thunder Wave it, and then I can beat it 1v1, which is pretty good. The other really good thing about this is it's really good as a designated lead for something like Excelgor, because what I can do is I can Magic Coat, and I can bounce back every bit of Spax that he wants to go for. I live a Final Gambit, which is really, really good. And I can wish it back up with Sylveon. So I'm able to reliably keep this thing healthy. But that's only if I see Excelgor. If I see Maractus, Spax is a little bit annoying, but I'm not as worried about that setting up Spax versus me. I'm more worried about Toxic Spax. And by the way, that is the only way that you're allowed to say Spax. Just so we're clear. Also, I hope you guys like my robe. It's very, very warm, very, very comfortable. So with this set being my designated lead, I then wanted to move on to the WinCon. As you can see, I'm actually not bringing Dracovish. I wasn't messing with him, but it's hilarious. So I wanted to bring Vanillix, and I wanted to bring it with the Hail because the Ice Cream Cone with Blizzard, Freeze Dry, Aurora Veil, and Ice Shard, ice coverage is all I need. I'm saying it's all I need because his ice switch-ins, being Prim and being Magnezone, I'm not going to stay in versus anyway. So if I can just get a little bit of chip damage off with like a blizzard or like a freeze dry or something like that, then I'm good. I have Ice Shard to be able to hit Dragapult if it is weakened from pretty much anything else. I'm able to just break it down a little bit and revenge kill it if I need to. If it's like setup, if it's specs and it's getting a little out of hand, if he thinks he can just break me down, whatever. Or I could force it out. And then Veil is there because I actually take a lot less damage on a lot of my team if I'm able to do this. So this is going to be the main way to set up the win con, which is going to be my Arctozolt with Bolt Beak, Icicle Crash, Stomping Tantrum, and Icicle Spear. I hit 169 for that life orb number. Nice. And then I also have 220 Adamant with enough speed to be able to outspeed max speed Dragapult. I cannot outspeed max speed Excelgor, fun fact, because I didn't want to give up the Adamant nature just for a little bit more, like 2 more investment points in speed. If he wants to be able to outspeed my Arctozolt in the hail with like an Adamant one with Excelgor, then fine, whatever. But yeah, so I really do like this mod in this game. It has a really good matchup. It can kill everything. Just going down the list: Crash, Bolt Beak, Stomping Tantrum, Bolt Beak, Crash, Bolt Beak, Crash. It literally shreds. It is so good, so strong. I love the Ice Electric combination. Phenomenal pairing here. Next up, we have Sylveon, fully Phys Def Sylveon. This will be one of my main Terrakion checks. I take everything except for like Life Orb to Iron Heads really well. Everything else is kind of like meh, especially because I'm really expecting it to be Scarfed. If he doesn't bring it Scarfed, I'll be shocked because he's kind of just opening up a wall for this thing to go to town. But I'm really expecting Choice Scarf Terrakion, Wish Protect, Hyper Voice, and Healed Bell. This is just my general pivot to be able to go into pretty much everything I need to and keep the team healthy. It's a way for me to keep my type null healthy, and it is a way for me to keep my Mesprit healthy, which is going to be Stealth Rock, Knockoff, U-Turn, Future Sight. I'm not running a minus attack nature because Knockoff is actually really good, and if I'm able to get a little bit extra chip damage with Knockoff on some of their mons, even better. But Future Sight is phenomenal versus them because it forces in their Mandibuzz, and if I force in their Mandibuzz, like on that one turn, I can predict it. I can go into Vanillix, I can set up Hail, I can pressure out the Mandibuzz, force something else to take a Blizzard, things of that nature. So let me walk you through. Actually, I'll go over Blaziken before I talk through the game plan. But enough Phys Def to not be 2-hit KO'd by Stone Edge, I think, from Terrakion, and then the rest into Spadef, which allows me to not be 2-hit KO'd from max special attack Hurricane, I think. Attacks, I built this team so long ago. With Legends Arceus coming out, I really did binge build. So it's very difficult for me to remember a lot of what the mons did, like the exact EVs, but trust me, worth it. And then next up we have Blaziken. Blaziken, I have enough speed for a little bit invested Mandibuzz. I have enough attack to be able to guaranteed 2-hit KO things like, I believe, Tapu Bulu, as well as the Magnezone with Flare Blitz. And by 2-hit KO, it could be 1-hit KO after Rocks, I believe. But I also wanted to be able to pivot. And then I went with the 76 and 2 defense, which allows me to live 3 Adamant Horn Leeches, I think, or 2 Adamant Wood Hammers from Tapu Bulu in terrain, something along those lines. And then the rest in the Spadef. So really spread out EV spread, but the big thing that I want this Pokemon for is to pivot and to defog. In case he gets Spax up against me anyway, I do not want to allow them to stay on the field because these two, this is the only time I have not brought on Life Orb. When I want you to comment, if you watch all of my Draft League videos, let me know. When was the last time you remember me bringing a Life Orb on anything? Because I don't think it's happened in a long time. Long time. I don't like Life Orb. I don't like giving up my own health. Anyway, tangent. I want to be able to get rid of the Spax if I need to, but I also want to be able to pivot. So as you can see, I have U-turn on this, I have U-turn on this, and I have U-turn on this. This forces in Mandibuzz, which I U-turn on to get in my Hail. This forces in Mandibuzz, which I U-turn on to get up my Hail. This forces in Mandibuzz, which I U-turn on to get up my Hail. I don't know if you can see, but there's a little bit of a theme with these things. Now this could force in the Magnezone, but whenever the Magnezone gets forced in on the U-turn, I go into this, which forces it out, which forces a Mana Buzz, and you see where I'm going. It could also force in the what's that Pokemon called? The Moltres. God, my brain is fried. But then I can go into this, and I could either Thunder Wave it, or I could U-turn out. So you see where I'm going. The whole theme is to use these three to pivot around to get in my Hail Core to then hopefully sweep with Arctozolt. That was the game plan. Let's see how it pans out, and let's head over to the battle. Alrighty guys, we are here with the battle versus Jay. I'm super nervous, man, because after last week getting 6-0'd, very humbling experience. I needed it, but I also just want to win. I need to win, if I'm being honest with you guys, but I'm very nervous. I'm very, very nervous. Because I'm basically not bringing any of my high tier Pokemon. I'm basically bringing low tiers to a high tier battle. I think that my type null is what I'm going to lead off with. Luckily, I do have defog, and I can defog kind of easily. Not like super easily, but I can defog easily enough. Yeah. If you guys did not watch the team builder, you should go back and do that, because this team is very interesting. Put a lot of time into it. Always shout out to Team Knots TV for the help. We're just gonna lead off with KFC. I'm sorry, not KFC, with type null. And we're gonna bounce back some hazards. Especially if he tries to like set up a T-Spike or some shit. Forcing in the bro could be amazing. And my type null doesn't die to Final Gambit. And I can try to wish it up kind of easily with Sylveon. But I need to be careful about how I play both Sylveon and Mesprit here. Okay. Shout out to JV, man. I love this guy to death, y'all. If you do not sub to anybody on YouTube that does Draft League stuff, sub to JV. He is absolutely phenomenal. Parthos, that is the Terrakion. Holy shit, brother. I do live a close combat. From Jolly Life Orb. I'm clicking Thunder Wave. I live a close combat. I'm down. Fuck! This could be worse. I'm gonna click U-turn. He's sub SD. That sucks. Does my Sylveon live a +2 hit from anything? I should. Depends on what item he is. Man, if I get 6-0'd again off the start, I'm gonna be frustrated. I'm just gonna go for Hyper Voice. That's about all I can do. I'm never gonna draft type null again, man. I'm never drafting this Pokemon literally ever again. He's Roselli Berry, it's scary. The only way he kills me is if he's like Expert Belt Iron Head. And then I have to go into my Mesprit and I have to click Future Sight.
He hits the edge. Man. Is he like soft sand? Not soft sand. What is it? Hardstone? That it was a big ol' roll. Hashtag not a 6-0. Hashtag not a 6-0. Can I get a pog, you brothers? Oh man, that's funny. So my Arctozolt just wins. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go hard into my KFC. I'm gonna save this thing because with defog I can use it as a sack. Wow. Goes for Sludge Bomb. How well do I take this? Pretty well. But I get poisoned, which sucks. I'm gonna click U-turn here. I'm trying to see how much damage his thing should have done. Took me down to 99 after a round of poison. Yeah, it looks like he's about fully offensive. I'm gonna get up my hail. And I'm gonna fire off a blizzard, I think. We'll fire off Le Blizzard. I assume that the Slowbro is coming in. Looks to be AV. I'm gonna go into my Mesprit. Yep, that looks to be AV, like max HP Assault Vest. Fire Blast. Brother, you hit those? What are you doing? Gets a crit too. Okay. I'm gonna click Knock in case the Mandibuzz comes out. And if this thing stays in, getting the knock off is going to be phenomenal. Because then my Blizzard from my Vanillix is going to be doing a lot of damage. I almost clicked U-turn, man. A little bit of a spack. Let's get rid of that item. Lefties, nice. Get rid of that hail chip. Kind of want to get at my rocks. And I'm going to go for a future sight. I'm going to let him set up his spack. Because what I'm going to do here is I'm going to U-turn into my Blaziken. Now I click U-turn. Actually, If I really want to force a predicament, I go into this. But I really want to get rid of the Spack. Goes for seed. It's fine. So he is Spack. He is Leech Seed. I assume he's like knockoff or something. I'm gonna play aggressively here. Okay. This thing is gone, and I can defog versus the Slowbro. Nice. The Maractus goes down. This is a really difficult situation, in my opinion, for both of us. Because he went into this. I'm not going to risk him being sashed. So I think I'm just going to sack off my cat. I didn't want to pop the sash. That's what I was most worried about. Goes for Bug Buzz. The hail stopped. My cat's down. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into this. And I think I'm going to click U-turn. Yeah, I'm going to click U-turn. Break the sash. Just in case, I really don't want to risk him being sashed, but if he goes into his Mandibuzz or his Slowbro or anything like that, I'm going to defog away the Spack. What are you doing, Step Bro? Perfect. Nice little bit of U-turn, Shep. I'm gonna go Blaziken. I'm gonna click defog here. Cool. I think I die here. Yeah. Okay. The Blaziken's down. I'm gonna go into my ice cream. And I'm going to click Veil. I'm gonna click Veil. Mm-hmm. And now I think I'm going to go into my Mesprit. I think I'm going to set up my rocks. Sludge Bomb, don't poison me again, please. Thank you. He's definitely going to try to preserve this thing as best as he possibly can. Set up our rocks. I definitely still think we have a chance as long as we can get Arctozolt back in, because it outspeeds everything, and especially if we can keep up rocks and ensure that the sash on the Excelgor is broken. The only reason why I'm not going the only reason why I'm not going for Icicle Spear versus him, because if he's bulky, then I don't even really guaranteed break the sub. Just for Fire Blast, cool. Or not sub, I'm sorry. If he's bulky, I don't even guaranteed kill him without rocks up. So here I'm going to click knock. Get rid of its AV. Because then I can also spam Blizzard and do a lot of damage to stuff. Cool. He finally gets the poison. I want to know how many more turns of hail do I have. That's really what I want to know. Four more turns after this turn, and I should die this turn. I'm going to click knock. That way I can get this thing weakened enough to the point where it's in range of Blizzard. If they go into Mandibuzz, I'll be knocking off the boots, so whenever I send in my Arctozolt next, they won't be able to really do much about it at all. Okay. The Mesprit goes down. Dies to hail, which is good. I'm going to drop in my Burr. He has to be literally max speed max speed Excelgor to be able to outspeed me. Goes into NASCAR, which is perfect. I'm going to click Bolt Beak here. This thing is 50 Shades of Dead. There's 109 to 130. He was boots. Drop. Now, if they go Dragapult, I think I click Crash. Where do I click? Okay, actually, if they go into Dragapult, I'm going to click Icicle Spear. Because if I get 2 hits and they're not Yachi Berry, I do 79 to 95, which kills it after Stealth Rock. And hail damage, of course. if they... There's no shot. Yeah. There's no shot this thing outspeeds me, right? No shot. I refuse to believe that he's literally timid max speed. This is still taking like 65%. Yeah, still takes a metric shit ton. That puts it in range of Ice Shard. We still have one more turn of Hail. Here I'm gonna go for Bolt Beak anyway. It's not Choice Scarf. Dragapult. Nice. Hail stopped. However, nothing Excelgor can go for can kill me. Except for Focus Blast, and then he doesn't get the Throat Spray. Right, because I'm at 100. Modest Throat Spray does 59% maximum. I'm gonna go for Icicle Spear. He could be Focus Blast, but then he has to hit multiple Focus Blasts in order to even do anything to me. Goes for Bug Buzz. I live a modest hit, so if he kills me, he has to be boosting item. He's not boosting item. He is Throat Spray like I thought, which is good. And 2. Man, shout out to freaking Arctozolt. Put in the work this game. Amazing, amazing game. Shout out to JV. That SD Terrakion literally almost beat me from preview. So we take a 1-0 win here. I don't know why Life Orb still goes off if the game is over, but you know it is. Or we take a 2-0 win. Man, shout out to JV. Fucking great game, brother. Great game. I'm going to see if I can hop in call with him real quick. That was a phenomenal game. I genuinely think that the game... If he had killed my Sylvie on turn 1, I would have lost. Like, I would have lost everything, but... You know, it is what it is. With that, I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.